Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, El Shai, Ba'ashem, Al Rakah, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders, great millstone who rule well, and shalom to the whole full elect. This is Payal of the GMS London camp, and this is News and Prophecy, Prophecy and News. This is from RT, and the article reads RT.com, and the article reads Urgent Intervention. UK supermarkets appeal for government action to tackle Northern Ireland post-Brexit food supply problems. Alright, so we're basically what's being shown is famine basically, alright, which is spoke of to happen in these last days according to the prophecies in the Bible. Alright. So this is dealing with Northern Ireland, right? UK's biggest supermarket chains have come together to call for government action to prevent significant disruption. So this is all the UK's biggest chains. So this isn't, even though it's pinpointed in Northern Ireland, some people may think, Northern Ireland, I ain't gonna worry about that. But it's such a worry to the point that all the UK's biggest supermarket chains have come together to basically knock on the door of Parliament and say, look, you need to prevent a significant disruption in the food supply. All right. So let me read that again. So it says the UK's biggest supermarket chains have come together to call for government action to prevent significant disruption to Northern Ireland's food supply chains due to new customs regulations under the Brexit deal. All right. So this is under the Brexit deal. All right, that's being established. The CEOs of Asda, Iceland, Marks and Spencer, Marks and Sparks, Sainsbury's, Tesco, and Co-op said the urgent intervention was needed. All right, notice how Waitrose weren't mentioned in there. All right, but that's most of the food suppliers that everyone goes to. All right. Said that urgent intervention was needed to address the current situation before new procedures are enforced when the grace period for simplified trade controls expires on the 31st of March. Right? So it will commence on April Fool's Day. That's the first day when everything will get come into play, which is quite funny. Right? In a letter, or ironic should I say, that's some dry humour for you, some dry wit. In a letter to the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster, Michael Gove, on Tuesday, the supermarket chief said the current proposals increase bureaucracy and increase certification in such a short timescale are unworkable. Shortages of fresh food, vegetables, and meat will have been witnessed by customers in some supermarkets in Northern Ireland this week due to additional red tape imposed by the UK's post-Brexit trade deal with the EU. All right. So, correction, this will more or less hit Northern Ireland more than any other place. All right. So in saying that, it's still biblical prophecy coming to pass. It says, under the Northern Ireland Protocol, which took effect on January 1st, businesses sending goods from England, Scotland, and Wales to the region must comply with new regulations due to a customs border in the Irish Sea. This allows Northern Ireland to remain in the EU single market for goods, but means there are specific rules for British traders moving goods into the region, such as applying for export health certificates from official vets for animal products. On Wednesday, MPs in the UK Parliament asked Gove about the potential food shortages and price rises faced to those in Northern Ireland, to which he responded by claiming that some of the problems have already been addressed. Right, so they didn't talk about the other problems that ain't been addressed. We will make it clear to the European Commission what the consequences would be if the supermarkets are not in position after March 31st to carry on with service they provide to Northern Ireland consumers. He said, Gove also cited the head of the British Retail Consortium, Andrew Opie, who also signed to signed a joint letter, and he said the food supply chains are opening as normal according to Gove. So potential famine basically breaking out over there in the land of Ireland, but specifically Northern Ireland, who's still part of the EU. Alright. And obviously the position that they've been put in is basically a decisive one for both the EU and like they're at the whim. They're basically like an EU proxy to the UK. Alright, so part an offshoot of the EU, and the EU and the UK didn't part on good terms. So you can see a lot of the malice that's held against the EU by Britain basically potentially be taken out on Ireland, Northern Ireland, basically. So let me read this scripture quickly. I want to read two scriptures. So it says this is Matthew 24:7. It says, and these are the things that are basically going to take place in these last days as signs of the coming of the Lord. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So it says famines, plural. This is one of the potential famines that's going to take place in Northern Ireland. Alright, as you can see, the empty shelves. Alright, and it to the point where they're saying that, look, you need to think of something, come up with something, so that we don't run out of food. So this is Jeremiah 16:16. Alright, those that get caught up in the famine, it's the judgment of the Lord. It says, thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land, they shall die of grievous deaths. Alright, so all these people that are not of the elect, they're gonna die of grievous deaths. Alright, and it's gonna go into what these grievous deaths are. They shall not be lamented, no one's gonna cry for them. Alright, neither shall they be buried, because there ain't gonna be time to do that. Alright, it tells you in the book of Second Ezra that the cities shall be cast down. Alright, so they ain't gonna function as normal. Alright, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. Alright, because you're gonna have these uproars of the people, various things happening out on the earth. That's the way you're just gonna have people dead face down, or face up, or to the side, or whatever, or even not in one piece. Alright, due to, but this is what they'll be, the position they'll be in. But they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. Right, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and the beasts of the earth. So basically, they're going to be consumed by the sword and the famine. And I also read, there's another scripture in Second Ezra, I believe, where it says that they that don't die by the famine, the sword shall slay, famine, the sword shall slay them. Alright? So basically, we're in the onset, we're heading into Jacob's trouble. Alright? And this is what's going on.